So, hi everyone. Today I have Pankaj with me. He runs an agency called as Business Money, where he helps people with performance marketing and funnels. And I must say, he's one of the best. He is working in this since like 7 years or so. And recently we had an interaction where he purchased my consultation. So this is just a video about this, like about what he achieved, what kind of results, and his experience. So, how are you today, Pankaj man?
Hi Naval, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, doing great, awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So recently, I believe you purchased I think webinar kit also, no?
Yes, it's been like 2, 3 months ago, or maybe six.
6 months ago, no? So what made you purchase my consultation as
See, I was fixing webinar of my clients, since you know that I run
well?
agency for coaches where I help them with
Mm,
everything. So
mm,
for one of the clients, I was trying to fix his webinar for around
mm,
1 month, 1.5 months, but somewhere something was
mm,
not working. He was getting
mm,
conversion percent of 5%. He was
mm,
doing kind of break even, but he was not that
mm,
profitable. So I was thinking, what can we
mm,
do? How can we give him faster
mm,
results? So
mm,
that's why like I wanted to take a second opinion that, okay, I'm good at
mm,
this, I'm doing this, but somewhere
mm,
something was not working. So I
mm,
approached you, and the reason why I approached you because I thought I was reading your emails from long time.
mm,
From 3 months, 6 months, I was reading your emails. I was liking that
mm,
okay, every time you were pitching something in the email silently, that okay, this is the service you are providing value
mm,
as well. So I was watching the
mm,
emails as well, but
mm,
somewhere I remembered you that okay, you can also help me
mm,
with this. So let's learn
mm,
from you. So that was the reason I wanted to solve the webinar problem for my client. So that is the reason I joined your
mm.
consultation.
Nice, nice. Actually, like email is one of the best platforms to make a sale. People do not realize this, but yes, if we just email our list thrice a week now, we can make a good amount of additional revenue apart from what we are doing. That's great. Nice.
Yes.
So, how was your experience with the consultation?
Consultation was good. Like whatever I needed, you already gave that. You gave more than that. Basically, my aim was how to make the webinar PPT better. The
Mm-hmm.
things were there, like we both know that there are fixed pattern, there are standard format we have to follow. For
Mm-hmm.
example, we can follow of Russell Brunson format, any other
Mm-hmm.
format, almost everything, the crux is the same.
Same.
But the thing is, just like I said earlier, that I needed second opinion, that something I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing right. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
when we are doing things, we do in a hurry, and then we later realize, oh, we are
Mm-hmm.
not following this, we are not following that. But when I took consultation from you, when you reviewed the
Mm-hmm.
entire thing, you, like
Mm-hmm.
there was it was a different process. Like I am not used to this kind of consultation. Usually what I
Mm-hmm.
was expecting from you, I was just expecting, okay, you will just watch through the PPT little bit here and there, and you will just tell few
Mm-hmm.
standard points. But it was much more than that. You took the
Mm-hmm.
pain of going through the entire recording. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure how did you manage the time, because you are also agency owner. I'm also agency owner. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm really thankful for you for that,
You're
that
welcome.
you took out so much time and you helped me. We'll talk about the results
Mm,
as well soon. But the thing
mm,
is, that service was going very nicely. You took out the time to
mm,
watch entire recording. You
mm,
initially you gave me the questionnaire form. That first give the
mm,
questionnaire, and I was also fast enough.
mm,
Within 1 hour, I replied with all
mm,
those questions, everything data. And
mm,
since I'm also maintaining a data sheet of everything, what is
mm,
his conversion rate, it
mm.
maybe it was easier for you as well to diagnose.
Yes.
But then when
Mm,
you give the feedback, when we went on the actual call where you started sharing the
mm,
feedback, that was an eye opener
mm,
for me. Because
mm,
uh, earlier I was doing paid workshops for my clients
mm,
in the first few
mm,
years of my agency. Like in the last 2, 3 years, I've started transitioning to the free webinar thing
mm.
because of the high lead cost in paid
High lead
workshop.
cost.
Yes.
Mm,
So I've shifted all my clients to free webinars, and for
mm.
90% of them, it's working great. They are getting
Exactly.
good ROS as
Mm,
well. But for some more
mm,
clients here and there, we need to keep on fixing. And I believe that free
mm.
webinar also works. It just takes time. But the thing is,
Fine.
what I liked about the consultation call there, that you pointed out the different things which I was clearly missing. The structure was
Mm,
entirely missing. Like I was so
mm,
used to this webinar script, so I was just skipping and remodeling things on my own. Okay, I'll do this,
mm,
I'll do that. But
mm,
you brought me to the fundamentals, that what is already
mm,
proven. Like my everyone says, like
mm,
whoever mentor I've learned from, all my mentors say that also, that if something has already been tested, why are you reinventing the
mm.
wheel?
exactly.
So I was trying to do that, but then you made that, you pointed that out that we are not following those things. Then I
Mm,
started following. You gave me slide by slide tip. Okay, this is what we can
mm,
change. Then you helped me
mm,
with the secrets part as well. That
mm,
okay, this can be made better. Why just these secrets? So
mm,
you helped with all those things, like slide by slide. So that was the best part. And yes, that is it, because what you helped with me I can't describe in this short call. It was
mm.
itself a 2 hours
Yes, sir.
consultation call, even though
Uh,
I had booked for 1 hour.
but
So
yeah,
it was
the
great.
main motive is to just to help and get you to the point where you want to reach.
It was
So
nicely done.
great, ma'am. Thank you so much. So what was the challenge? Like, what was the conversion rate before you took the call?
It was around 5%. In fact, I was witnessing 5%, but
Mm-hmm.
over the last 2 weeks it dropped to 1.49%, I think,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly. But after the conversion, after the changes which I made, it again increased back to 5%, which it was. And hopefully we were expecting to increase it more, but
Mm-hmm.
a client gave up somehow. But
Mm-hmm.
if he had continued for 1 or 2 more months, I'm sure it would
Mm-hmm.
be touching 10% or 12%
10%
for
or
sure,
something.
because the changes
Mm-hmm.
we were able to see. Because we are into this industry, we also know what's going to work, what's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But it was helpful there.
Yeah. So actually, like we have to be patient. Sometimes there are like some kind of market scenarios in which people for which people are not buying because of which. But yes, if we
Yes,
slowly keep on improving, it will definitely get improved. It is just a game of patience and investing the money also.
definitely, because you're building a machine. Like
Mm,
we are literally trying to make a money printing machine. Like if you put 100 rupees on
mm,
ads and you conduct
mm,
a webinar, you get so many leads, and then you're
let's.
going to get 200 rupees back, 300 rupees back.
Mm,
If you're
mm,
trying to build this kind of machine where you put everything, so you have to
mm,
give time. It's not like a
mm,
1 month or 2 months business. You
mm,
need to give 2 months, three
mm,
months even if it
3 months.
requires 1 year. So also you have to give 1 year to
Mm,
that. 2 years you have to
mm,
give that, because if you see the offline business, people invest 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crores, and then they
mm,
wait for 6 months without expecting anything, and they keep
expecting.
on investing from their pocket as well.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
in
I
online
think
business, people are like,
people. Okay. We
what to
have to
say?
do only one webinar. We will see if it is working. Then we will continue. You know,
Yes,
we have to like if we see how human behavior is like, they will mostly like only 4 to 5% of the people will buy on the spot, but rest of them will at least watch your webinar 2 or 3 times, and then they will make a decision to purchase. So we have to do at least like 5 to 8 webinars initially to just see how much money we are making,
yes,
what is the RO, and so and so, because people need to trust you before giving money as well. So they need to see
yes.
if you are in this for a long term, if you are doing this as a one-time thing, because after COVID, there are like many coaches who jumped into this just because they are seeing other people making money. But this is not easy. We have to like put in a lot of time, energy, and money. So it's a game of
Yes,
patience as well.
yes, and like people say that money is in the follow-ups.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
that reminder is a follow-up. Plus, second is like we can also have a telecalling team and ask their
Hmm.
sales team to call. But
Call. Hmm.
sometimes they feel नहीं who will do calling, calling कौन
Oh,
करेगा,
calling.
बहुत मेहनत लगता है. I tell them
Hmm.
that in fact you had also suggested the same, that even if
Hmm.
don't call them for sales, call them for
Hmm.
feedback.
Feedback.
That is the
Hmm.
more important thing. No, at least we will get feedback, what is exactly
Hmm.
happening, what is not happening. Unless and
Hmm.
until we talk to the actual person who was there on the webinar for 2 hours,
Hmm.
who can give the better feedback than them?
Hmm. And just call at least like 10, 15 people who attended the full webinar and ask them why didn't they buy, and just make those
Mm.
changes. Your webinar will start converting.
Yes.
So that is the main thing. Great, man. Okay. So, like, what is the most valuable thing that you found out during this process?
A most valuable thing, like the entire thing was valuable. Like the way you taught me, it was not just helpful for this particular client, because
Hmm.
I didn't want you to solve, like my aim is whenever I go to some consultant or something which I have to learn, I
Hmm.
don't go for just that particular client, even though
Hmm.
I have to take that project. But parallelly,
Hmm.
in my intention is to learn that so that I can improve the business of existing clients as well. So
Hmm.
that was the best thing for me here, that whatever I have learned, I can apply to my other clients as well and improve
Hmm.
their webinars as well.
Yes. Great. Awesome. So what kind of like, how did you feel about the support and the guidance?
Support was good. Like you didn't care about the time. Like it was for
Mm,
45 minutes or 1 hour. But
mm,
then we went up to 2 hours. Then you had a
mm,
call. Apart from Zoom, you had a call before
mm,
on a telephonic call. Then
mm,
after the webinar also you followed up that how the things were going on. So again, you gave the support here, and that is the
mm.
reason yesterday I emailed you that I want to schedule another session
Purchase.
for some other thing.
Mm, mm. I told you
Yes, in
I
fact, purchase a
mm,
new appointment. In fact, not schedule, a new
mm,
appointment would be the better
no,
word. Yeah,
got it anytime and whenever you feel like.
definitely.
Mm. Okay, so you also like told me that you took courses for at least like 2, 3 lakhs or 1.5 lakhs also, no?
Lots of them.
So, like, the question is, why didn't you like approach those gurus for like improving your webinars? Like, why me? Why not them?
See, first of all, the thing is, you were in front of my inbox that time when I needed the product.
Mm,
You were in my inbox for 6 months. But that day
mm,
when I was just solving the client's problem, then maybe that email might have resonated with you. That is number
mm,
one. Second thing, like for example, I have lots of past mentors. So
mm,
they are not going to, of course, watch my 2 hours webinar. That they are like
mm,
generic, they will give generic feedback. No, even I'm into
mm,
coaching, I give my students feedback, so I'll give a generic feedback. I won't look into
mm,
their entire in-depth 2 hours webinar unless and until
mm.
they are my agency clients. So that is
Yes,
the thing which we
exactly.
have to do. But so I was
Mm,
looking for a customized one-to-one approach which is not
mm,
available in a course or any mentor,
whatever.
and I'm not expecting
Mm,
from them as well. We can't expect
mm,
them, even if you are paying 2 lakhs, I can't expect
mm,
them to review my client's funnel. They can review
exactly.
my funnel for sure,
Mm,
100%, I expect that, but they
mm.
won't be reviewing my client's funnel.
Mm,
So
awesome.
that is the
Yeah,
answer.
that is fine. Okay, so I was at the right place at the right time.
Yes,
One of
and
the
that is,
major
yes,
thing.
I also use
Mm,
that concept in my webinars. Whenever I conduct
mm,
webinars, you need to follow triple R: right place,
right,
right message,
right,
and right
right
time.
time. That's nice. That's nice. Like, uh, because of this reason, also like I keep on running retargeting ads and do emails, and this is actually invisible ROI. Like I cannot measure this actually, but for some reason this gives me a good amount of revenue and for to my clients as well. So this is what is called
Yes.
as invisible ROI. We cannot measure it, but it like it builds a good amount of a good reputation as well and good amount of revenue as well.
Yes, in fact, I was just thinking like one of my mentors is Deepak Kanakraju. So he's
Mm,
great at email marketing. So
mm,
I completely follow him for email marketing things and all. I am also building my list on those lines.
mm,
So I always keep on asking him the same thing, like how do we
mm,
measure the ROI? Like if you're spending,
mm,
let's say 1 lakh on ads for a month, or let's say
mm,
30,000 a month on ads to start with, and we are promoting something like ebook or something,
mm,
and nurture them for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. How do we know that till what point we have to nurture them? He keeps on nurturing them
mm.
for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years,
Why?
but
Mm,
there should be some specific time. No, how do we get that? So
mm,
maybe your concept of invisible ROI closely aligns with this, that
mm,
it's very hard to measure that. And the latest
mm,
trick which I found here is that I have started building a separate email list
mm,
where I'm inviting those people to the call. So my
mm.
way of measuring ROI is how many people are coming to the call.
All.
And if 10
Mm,
people are coming, it means they are coming from this funnel only because I didn't invite
mm,
them from anywhere else.
mm,
Now in the long term, I can see out of those how many people are converting eventually to my
converting.
as a paid
Mm,
client. Then I can
mm,
calculate this, but it will be a long term process. So I'm trying
mm.
to quantify this invisible ROI thing as well.
Mm, great. See, my main goal when I like start a new funnel or start a marketing campaign is to get break even within first 14 days.
Hmm.
After the first 14 days, whatever I get is pure profit. So that is my major goal to basically get break even in the first 2 weeks and
Hmm.
then keep on nurturing them and slowly we will build a business that will generate at least like 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs a month. That will not be a challenge, but it definitely will take time. At least like 6 to 12 months or so.
Yes.
Mhm. So thank you so much, Pankaj, for sharing all the details. Is there anything else that you would like to share about your experience or results?
No, like I've already shared in depth. That is fine.
Hmm.
I can just recommend people that if you have anything related to ads, funnels and all, you can feel free to approach this person. Like he goes beyond the, like people say, no, promise less, deliver more. So he most probably follows that practice. So he's like, delivery you will know once you actually get into the funnel. So even in during this call also, in fact in this testimonial call, I came here for testimonial call, but in this call also I learned so much, like about the invisible funnel. So I keep on learning from wherever possible possible things, but
possible.
learning will only happen if the other person is also telling some useful things.
Things, no?
So
Nice.
my vibe is matching with you, so most probably we'll work together in future as well.
Definitely, definitely. I would love to work with you. It was like great having you, and I love to have a conversation with you as well. I remember once were on a call, it kept on going for like 1.5 hours. So I love to
Yes,
have a word with you as well.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Naval.
So,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you so much, Pankaj.